All right, here we are. We're back. We're gonna do a little bit more Mario Kart streaming, shall we? Once again, coming back, 50cc. We gotta stick with Blue Yoshi. We've been doing Blue Yoshi this whole time. Oh, we have unlocked another vehicle. It's a teddy bear. Cool. Sticking with my bike. And the last time we did Egg Cup. Oh, we've done both of those. Okay, so now we're on the bottom row. Shell Cup. Let's go. Let's do this. See how we do. See how we do. See how we do it. Here we go. Ba-da-boop-beep-bee-doo. Sha-ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Moo Moo Meadows. Moo Moo Meadows. Okay. Let's see if we can remember the timing. It's better. It's better. Once again, 50cc. Yeah, it's not a super challenge. It's okay. It's alright. We're not going for challenge. We're just trying to get all the stars. Unlock all the stars. All of the stars in the game. 3 stars every course, every CC, every cup. That's the challenge we're on right now. So yeah, it's not super complicated at 50cc, of course. So if you're joining me for the early stuff, thanks for joining me. I should tweet that I'm doing this. Once again, I'm not a professional streamer, and I don't have a schedule set up. And I don't have, I do have Twitter, @PaulD on Twitter. I was kind of early to that whole Twitter phenomenon, so I have a nice short 5-character handle, which of course doesn't align with my Padizio brand, but then again, on Twitch, I'm P-Dizio, because Pud-Dizio was taken already, so... You know, it's just inconsistency all the way around. I don't think I even have my Twitch URL linked from my blog at this point, so I'm just a mess. As a content creator, I'm a mess. Also, as a person, similarly messy. It's okay. It's all right. We're doing our best. We're surviving. That's how we do. Sometimes you just gotta play at 50cc and feel good. Alright? That's what we're doing today. It was a Thursday. Feels like a Thursday. Actually, I was on vacation, so it doesn't feel anything like a Thursday to me. I took this week off, which is why I've been able to get the streaming studio a little bit more configured and ready to go. Thank you for joining, watching. If you're watching this later on YouTube, my YouTube is Padizio. So, you know, consistency. Not so much. Alright, second race, first place. That's how we're doing it. Good start. Once again, I don't always nail the timing. It's actually probably the one piece of Mario Kart that I could stand to practice a little bit more is the launch timing. Just never really mastered it, even though it's not that hard. It also, I've never felt that it makes that big of a difference either, given all of the other things about Mario Kart. the rubber banding, the items that you get, all of that. Like, you could be in last place and still win at just about any time, because the game will completely nerf itself to help you still be competitive, which is not a bad thing, to be honest. That's part of what makes Mario Kart fun, is that you're never really totally out of it until the race is over. So we'll just keep going here. Dropping bananas. Dropping the old banana peel. Alright, after this I will... Actually, I don't even know if I have my phone on me. Maybe after this I'll go on Twitter real quick and tweet that I'm doing this. If I even have my phone. I very well may not. It might be on the nightstand. Because you know what? There was a time in my life when I very much did not want to have a cell phone, because I didn't want people to be able to call me whenever they want. I mean, the iPhone came out later, and I am pretty excited about, you know, the old iPhone. I love my lovely lady on there. Now I still feel like I was right. I mean, I love this device as a way to interact with the world, but the phone app I could stand to delete. You know, that doesn't mean don't call me. I love hearing from you, friends, family. Call me. You'll probably go to voicemail, and I'm sorry. It's just because I'm probably doing something when you called that I needed to be focused on. Alright, let's see. Hey, I'm streaming on the Twitch. That's what you call it, kids, right? The Twitch. Seems about right. https://twitch.tv/PDIZIO. Padizio. Tweet. Tweeted. Okay. That's it. That's it for that. Actually, I should put this somewhere where that's on Do Not Disturb. It's not going to buzz. It's fine. Bell. Okay. All right. Now we're back. We're racing. We're racing. We're on to race number 3 of the Shell Cup. Let's go. Let's go. Shall we? Let's do this. Shabba-dabba-doo-bee-doo. Still didn't really nail the timing, but again, I mean, in higher CC races, it will make a bigger difference because you need every scrap of lead that you can get when you're in the faster divisions. But 50cc, not a biggie. No biggie. Come on. Alright, hey. Again, when you're in first place, regardless of kart class, you're going to get hit with everything in the book. Lightning bolts, first seekers, of course. The occasional squid ink. There we go. Hey, speaking of, it's interesting how the first seekers don't take out the palm trees or anything like that. It's a pretty, like, crazy blue explosion that doesn't damage the course in any way. There should be no logic in Mario Kart. So, there isn't any. Really. Lap 3 of 3. Let's go. Had a pretty good run today. Been keeping the old move ring going during vacation. That's well timed for a first seeker. Ran 2.5 miles. Pretty good. Just a little under half hour at about 27 minutes, which also not too bad. 11-minute miles roughly, which is not my fastest pace, but I've been running a lot this week because the weather, especially in the morning, the weather has just been perfect weather for running. I am, as actual runners would consider me, I think, a wimp. I'm not going to run if it's super hot out, and I'm not going to run if it's super cold out. And I live in Michigan, which means there's about 2 weeks of the year where I can run. And fortunately, I took the week off right in like the perfect timing. So I ran Sunday. I ran 5K, and I managed 10-minute miles. I got slightly over 30 minutes, but it's also slightly more than 3 miles. So 10-minute miles. It's my fastest long distance yet. I never in high school ran anything longer than a mile, so I have no idea what I could have done. I probably could have run a pretty quick 5K if I'd ever trained to do something like that in high school. Pretty quick being, of course, relative. I'm not really... I've never been like a massive long distance runner or anything like that, but I did run a 6-minute mile when I was 18 years old, and that is the fastest that I have ever been for any distance. Not much of an athlete in school, and I wouldn't say I'm regretting it now, because it's a ton of work, and I was in marching band, which itself was a ton of work. But now that I am older and I need to be cognizant of my health, I'm trying to be really good about working out regularly. So I'm doing Apple Fitness Plus primarily. I do have a membership at a CrossFit gym as well. But I haven't been there for, pandemic-related reasons in about a year. I am headed back there now that some of the restrictions are starting to lighten up, and I have been fully vaccinated. And I have the timing piece of being vaccinated down as well, so that's good. So I'm approaching the point where I'll be getting back to the CrossFit gym. But in the meantime, I'm doing a lot of the Apple Fitness Plus workouts. But like this week, where it was just absolutely gorgeous all week, I ran Sunday. I ran then again on Monday, and on Monday I did 4.5 miles, which is about the second longest distance I've ever done. I did do 10K once, which was quite a challenge. There we go. Then I ran Tuesday, 2.5 miles. I skipped Wednesday. I did biking instead on Wednesday, and ran again today for 2.5. So probably take tomorrow off of running and do rowing, or maybe just strength exercise or something like that instead. Let's take a look at the results, and we're going to do one more cup. So we're halfway through our stream tonight, and I'm regaling you with all my stories of working out. It's good. Working out is good. It's good for my mental health. It's good for my physical health, so kind of can't complain, right? 240 coins. New vehicle has been unlocked. Blue Yoshi, 60, 3 stars. Moving on. Next cup. Let's do this. Here we go. Grand Prix. 50. Blue Yoshi. Dark Blue Yoshi. Wow, that's a monster. It's a tricycle. Now we do the Banana Cup. Something the banana. I don't know the words. It's okay though. It's okay. Stretching. Here we go. Dry desert. Let's take it on. A little bit better timing. Red shell didn't get me. Interesting. See, this is what I was talking about a couple of days ago. I'm not sure what the exact algorithm is for figuring out the red shell, like tracking. But in previous versions of Mario Kart, it was basically like, okay, see, that one I let fly by me, which is good. This version of Mario Kart, it feels like red shells have way lower odds of actually hitting you. Whereas in previous versions of Mario Kart, as long as the red shell was fired with enough time for like the homing to take, it was pretty much going to hit you. They were pretty much unavoidable. There were certain things that you could do, like you could drag a green shell behind you, or you could do certain boosts could help you avoid getting hit. But in this version of Mario Kart, it seems like there's an awful lot of circumstances where it just loses you for whatever reason. Whether it's things like this, where you bounce at the right time, or what. I don't know. I don't know why. But red shells just are not the same guarantee in Mario Kart 8 that they have been in previous games. And I'm not complaining about that because, you know, getting hit with a red shell, it's never that fun, right? Or you could just be me and run yourself headlong into the cactus. For no good reason. Hey, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Don't even dare me, I'll do it again. Are there any more cactuses? I'm on the third one. I don't know if there's another one even to run into. Probably not. Alright. Just boosting. That off. There, and that's it. Next race. So the stream on Twitch looks pretty good, but when it gets published to YouTube, it seems like the quality goes down substantially. There are probably Twitch streamers who hear that and go, yep, that's what happens. You should record it locally and upload it to YouTube yourself. And at some point, I will probably do that. I don't have currently an SSD. Well, I have one that I probably could use. To plug into the Blackmagic here to record it locally and then upload it, but probably do that next. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Send that forward. That's interesting. This is a good old course from the original Super Mario Kart days. I know that there's a hole in one of these walls, but I forget exactly where it is. And you do need to have, like, the right boost to really take advantage of it. Should look around for it. I'm sure I can find it at some point. I think it's on that wall. But you have to have the right boost because you kind of need to, like, hit a jump as well, if I remember correctly. I'm actually gonna lap somebody? Wow. Wow. That would have been so wow for you. Yeah. Where is that? Or did they just not bring that over to this version? That wouldn't surprise me too much. If they were just like, yeah, we're not doing that for this one. We don't like it when people cheat. Which, hey, I don't think people cheat either. I'm gonna lap another person. Bye! There we go. Alright. 2 down, 1 to go. Let's take it on. So last time I talked about Star Wars movies with my friend Granomir, who was on and chatting with me. This time I feel like I probably should talk about Star Trek movies. You can't see them behind the green screen, but behind there is the complete series of Star Trek, the original series, on VHS. I do not have anything to play them on. I do have a VHS player, but its heads are all messed up, so it just doesn't work right. I do enjoy the original series. there's a lot of bad episodes. There's a lot of not great episodes. But there's a lot of really good science fiction in there too. There's also an awful lot of dated sexism. Pretty significant amount of that. So you do have to recognize that, certainly. But as far as actual Star Trek movies go, I still think my favorite... This is one where I think favorite and best do... Maybe they don't quite align. Favorite is probably Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. I think Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan is the best as well, but I could make an argument for Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country, only from the perspective of it being a much more modern movie in comparison to Star Trek II. There's a lot of years in between those two movies, and filmmaking, especially special effects, changed pretty significantly in between them. And Star Trek VI deals with some interesting stuff, like, you know, the death of a superpower and how do you handle the death of a superpower. And what's at stake for the people who like having balance of superpowers. But it's got some good science fiction, some fun stuff in it. There's a bit of humor in it too, which is good. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, though, I mean, it's got the iconic Khan scream, of course. Khan is a really fantastic villain. Even in the episode that he's in, he's a pretty fantastic villain. The episode itself maybe is not all that remarkable, but it does create an interesting setup for Wrath of Khan. And there's some good, emotional stuff. And the interesting thing too is, like, the Genesis device in Wrath of Khan becomes something that they have to talk about then in the remainder of basically all of the other movies, with the exception of 5. The Genesis device plays some small, at least, role in each of them. Like, oh, we got here because this thing happened or this thing existed. It becomes a political weapon more than anything else. It becomes a political weapon, which is interesting. Oh, what was that? It's weird. Anyway, Next Generation movies, I think it should be pretty obvious. First Contact is both the best and, for most people, their favorite, including me. I do enjoy Generations quite a bit. I probably have watched Generations more than I should. But I enjoy it quite a bit. It's a good movie. The other ones they can be fun to watch. They're entertaining, but they're nothing all that special, I don't think. The best and maybe sometimes worst part of Generations is Data getting the emotion chip and then needing to learn how to deal with it. I think that's the interesting storyline in Generations. So then that brings us to, I mean, there is no DS9 movie. I'm gonna guess there's never gonna be one. There's no Voyager movie. I'm gonna guess there's never gonna be one. But then there's the, the Kelvin timeline, original series Kelvin timeline movies, which I do enjoy all three of them. I think my favorite... Which one would be my favorite? I think the first is probably both my favorite and the best of them. I do like Star Trek Into Darkness. It's an enjoyable action movie. It's not like super great. Benedict Cumberbatch is pretty good, but he doesn't make sense as Khan. He does a good job, and he makes a great villain, and if they just didn't name him Khan, he'd probably be better. Even if they decided to make him a superhuman of some kind, that just was like, oh, he's from the same program, but he's not Khan. I don't know. I think that would be better. I feel like it's really hard to replace Ricardo Montalban with Benedict Cumberbatch, and feel like the character was done right by, I guess. So that's a piece that's, and again, I liked his performance as a villain and as the character, but I don't buy that it's really the same. It's odd. So at least not in the same way that, you recast Kirk with Chris Pine, you recast Spock with Zachary Quinto, so many of the other recasting of those characters makes a lot of sense and works really well, and that ensemble cast works, I think, really, really well together. And then you recast Khan with Benedict Cumberbatch, and I love his performance, but he's not the right person. He's just not the right person for it. Feels like a missed opportunity for some better representation. I don't know. Anyway, let's view the results. We got our 3 stars. We're working our way through. Through the 50cc, all the cups. I think we got 4 cups left. I'm not doing the rest of them tonight. In fact, I'm not going to do any others tonight. It is after 10 o'clock, which means it is time for me to be done. Banana cup. Collected 270 coins. New vehicle customizations unlocked. Blue Yoshi, 60 points, 3 stars. That's it. We're calling it a night, folks. Thank you for joining me once again. I appreciate it. Have a lovely evening. Have a happy Friday tomorrow. And we will see you next time.